The head of Amazon India has just resigned. Manish Tiwari is leaving Amazon to pursue a new opportunity, and we're not sure what that is yet. Is he starting a new venture? Is he just joining another company? Well, we'll have to wait and see, but let's talk about what this means for Amazon India, especially since the last couple of years have been a bit rough for the company. But why have these years been difficult? Well, the reason is rising competition in both e-commerce as well as quick commerce. So first of all, let's talk about Amazon's e-commerce competition. Flipkart. In FY23, Flipkart's revenue was more than double Amazon's in India, which is crazy because just 6 years ago, these two companies were neck and neck. But then Walmart bought Flipkart and changed the game by pouring billions of dollars into the company, giving Flipkart the rocket fuel that it needed to beat Amazon in India. But here's the thing, traditional e-commerce isn't the only facet of this industry where Amazon is losing. They're also trailing in the quick commerce space that's dominated by Blinkit, Swiggy Instamart, and Zepto. But is quick commerce even worth getting into? Well, both Amazon and Flipkart seem to think so. Flipkart recently launched their quick commerce service Minutes in Bengaluru, and they're selling low-value products like groceries as well as high-value products like electronics, stuff like smartphones, for example. Amazon, on the other hand, doesn't even have a quick commerce vertical yet, and instead they've been trying to acquire another quick commerce company, companies like, for example, Swiggy Instamart. That's been on the table so that they can kickstart their own quick commerce journey, but so far they haven't been able to close that deal. Nothing has materialized yet. It might be time for Amazon to hurry up because quick commerce has been growing much faster than traditional e-commerce, and even FMCG brands, which of course are usually offline, but when they are online, they're listing their products on traditional e-commerce platforms. Well, they've actually started moving their products to quick commerce platforms instead. Why? Because people are willing to pay a little bit extra to get their products delivered faster, and these brands are also getting higher volumes by listing on quick commerce platforms as well. Now, let's be clear, quick commerce is still a smaller industry than the overall traditional e-commerce industry here in India, but the fact is that Amazon is behind in both traditional e-commerce as well as quick commerce. Now, it's not clear if this is why Manish is leaving or not. Again, he could be just pursuing another opportunity. There could be personal reasons why he's deciding to leave the company as well. We really don't know. But I'm curious to know, are you guys rooting for Amazon? Do you want Amazon to have a long and bright future in India? Or are you ready to see a change of guard? Are you excited about the likes of Blinkit, Swiggy Instamart, and Zepto, and even Flipkart overtaking Amazon? Leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. All right, next up in the news, in this gold rush where everybody wants to get into quick commerce, Ola is selling shovels. So let me clarify. According to this ET report, Ola wants to build a network of dark stores and sell them as a service to other quick commerce players who want to scale their operations in the quick commerce industry. So you can think of it kind of like dark stores as a service here. Now, we don't have a ton of information about what the strategy is here. We're just gonna have to wait and see how this pans out once Ola actually starts to roll out this new service. But the idea here is that by doing this, they could potentially benefit from the rapidly growing quick commerce industry without having to compete directly with giants like Blinkit, Zepto, and Swiggy Instamart. In fact, the growth of these other platforms should, in theory, equate to Ola's growth as well. So in this case, the rising tide lifts Ola's boat. Combined, Zepto and Blinkit are planning on opening more than 1,700 dark stores by 2026. And if Ola can help these companies to achieve this growth by offering some of the dark stores themselves, then this could be a huge opportunity for them, for Ola. And we don't have a ton of information at this point, but we might find out more on August 15th during Ola's yearly Independence Day event. All right, next up in the news, Zepto is relocating their headquarters from Mumbai to Bengaluru. Now, Zepto has somewhere between 1,700 and 1,800 employees, and out of these, about 1,000 of them are currently in Mumbai. 400 are already in Bengaluru, and the rest are spread out across the country. And according to a report from Money Control, Zepto is going to be covering the relocation cost for these employees, and about 90% of these employees in Mumbai have already agreed to move to Bengaluru. So there might be 10% that are holding out. Maybe they're going to be moving to other companies instead, but they're going to be shutting down their 2 offices in Mumbai and also Bengaluru, and they're just going to have one large office space exclusively in Bengaluru from now on. So why is Zepto deciding to do this? Well, according to this ET report, Zepto currently operates out of a WeWork building in Mumbai, and it looks like that WeWork location is being shut down now, and so Zepto has no other option but to find a new office anyways. And with Zepto recently closing a huge funding round and their plans to hire more employees, it seems like the right time for them to consolidate their workforce and move to the Silicon Valley of India. So what do you guys think? Is moving to Bengaluru the right move for Zepto, or should they have stayed in Mumbai? Leave a comment down below. All right, next up in the news, Oyo is planning on scaling up their premium hotel segment by adding 25 new hotels under their Sunday brand in India by March of 2025. Now, 3 of these hotels are set to launch in the next 2 months, but Oyo initially launched the Sunday brand in 2023 in partnership with SoftBank, and so far they already have Sunday hotels in Jaipur, Vadodara, and Chandigarh. However, Sunday is not Oyo's only premium brand. They also launched Palette Resorts in 2023 to capture more of the premium market, and it seems like Oyo is moving away from their original budget-centric model, and instead they're moving towards the premium segment, and this is probably because they're focusing on profitability, and since premium hotels generally have higher profit margins, that's the direction that they're going in. All right, now let's move into the funding news segment for today's video. So this week, Indian startups raised a total of $120 million, which is quite a bit less than last week's $332 million. And this also means that the funding this week has fallen below the trend line or below average after last week's rise. So now let's take a look at some of the companies that have raised funds this week. And the first company here that I want to talk about is Visit Health, a B2B health tech startup from New Delhi that's enabling companies to provide their employees with wellness and OPD services. And this company has raised $30 million. Next, we have Bengaluru-based Skimplify, another B2B business that helps pharmaceutical and agrochemical companies to source and manufacture chemicals, and these guys have raised $9.5 million. After that, we have a Gurugram-based beauty and wellness e-commerce platform, Kind Life, and they've raised $8 million in their Series A round. And then following that, we have a Mumbai-based new age stockbroking platform, Punch, which has raised $7 million in their seed round. Next, we have the most ambitious startup in this list, Ethereal X. It's a Bengaluru-based space tech startup that wants to build fully reusable rockets, and they've raised $5 million in their seed round to propel their space dreams forward. And then after that, we have New Delhi-based dating platform Julio that wants to help people find partners, and they've raised $2.5 million from more than 180 angel investors. And then finally, we have a Mumbai-based Burmese vegan restaurant chain called Burma, and they've raised $2 million in their seed round. All right, that is all the startup news that I have for you guys this week. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. And before I let you go, do check out the video that we recently made about the top 10 startups from Meghalaya. If you want to learn more about Northeast startup ecosystem, this is a great place to start. All right, I'll catch you in the next one.